Hi guys, and here again from Mad Lad Designs, continuing the playthrough of the Fire of Eidolon. We have broken the Heart Dark Relic. We have yet to destroy the blue Dark Relic and the green Dark Relic. This is the board as it stands, and we do have a correction to make, and that is to do with this one here, the Psychomancer chamber. It all stemmed from the mistake I made with thinking there was a doorway there. Like this has a connecting doorway, I assumed, because when I placed Aelfric, I placed him down like this, which covered the doorway, and I assumed there was a connecting doorway. So Aelfric used his polearm to get rid of a cultist, and Dagger moved through. So things happened. In reality, the Psychomancer should have had a cultist on, because Aelfric could not use his polearm, and then the card came up again, which is here, which meant that two cultists were then on the chamber, and of course when two cultists become on a chamber, it is sent to the void. So I'm going to put Aelfric, which he was there, I'm going to put him back there. I'm going to take this tile and it is going to go to the void, and I'm going to take this card that goes with it and place that to the void as well. So this is how it should be now, and we do have a big problem in that we cannot get to the Fire of Eidolon. We need to explore to get a tile here. However, if we flip a tile and it's a corner tile, which means we can only go that way or possibly that way, then we'd be stuck. We'd have to find some way of going right round to get in. So I think on Dagger's turn I'm going to use his once per game ability. However, it is Aelfric's turn. Aelfric has 3 actions he's going to do, and let's have a look at his card. He does have a green token, so I think, what's he going to do? I think he is going to go, let's have a look. That's fine. If that's destroyed, that's fine, because we've already destroyed that relic. Let's have him go 1, and he is going to stay there. The reason being is that he can use his special ability. No, sorry, that's Dagger. His polearm for 1 action point. He can hit adjacent tiles, so he's right in the middle there, so you can hit this one, this one, this one, and this one if cultists come out. So that's what he's going to do. He's just going to stay there and guard that area. But that does mean at the end of his turn we are going to be flipping, because if we take a look, we are just going to be flipping 1 card. And this is the card, and it is the Hall of Illusion. Do we have a Hall of Illusion? Let's take a look. I'm looking and I cannot see any Hall of Illusion. So that is just, that's placed in the discard pile. Then we move on to Cecilia's turn. And Cecilia, for 1 action point, she can remove any cultist in any chamber. So she is going to go for 1 action point, 1, for another action point, 2, for the last action point, 3. Get rid of all 3 cultists. And of course we are going to be drawing a ritual card, the Sphinx's Riddle, which is lucky because I think we just removed a cultist from there, and the cultist is going to go back on. So we have Cyrus. What's Cyrus going to do? We are still looking for a blue book. So I think Cyrus is going to go 1, 2, and check down here for 3. So we'll grab a tile, and we have an arrow trap. I think I'll do it that way. No, I think I'll do it that way. and into there, and we have a green token. So where was Cyrus? Was that all these 3 actions? 1, 2, 3, yeah. Say it is, I'm going to draw a ritual card. It is the Minotaur, which is right there. That'll be a token. So we come to Dagger. And Dagger is going to use all 3 of his actions to pick up this green power token, which now goes on his card. I have this here just to remind me that I've already used Cyrus's special once per game ability. Otherwise I'll end up using it again probably. So all of these 3 actions were used to pick up that green token. We come on to Aelfric. Aelfric is going to use one of his actions to remove the Minotaur. That's 1. And he is just going to stay there again. So a ritual card at the end of his turn. Mind Eater. Which is, oh no. Oh, I didn't even see that one. Oh, never. That gets another token, which means that is from the void. That goes to the void, as well as the card. We're in dire trouble. Fire of Eidolon is all in its lonesome. We need now to get there. Okay, we have Cecilia. Cecilia is going to, she's going to go 1, 2, and forego her 3rd action. But we are going to pick a ritual card. And we get the Mimic Chest. Do we have the Mimic Chest? I don't think we have the Mimic Chest out. That's okay. So that's all Cecilia's turn. Cyrus then is going to spend 2 of his action points to pick up the green token. So there's 2 action points spent, and I think for his last action point he's going to use this ability. So he's going to spend that last action point and spirit that away to Dagger. It is now Dagger's turn. Okay, so Dagger is going to use his special ability, his once per game ability, and we're going to bring a tile back from the void. I'm going to bring a tile back that has all 4 sides if I can. I'm going to bring the Psychomancer back, and that is going to go, where's that going to go? There, I think. Because then if we do get a corner, we shall see. But the card does not go back in the pile, so that Psychomancer tile will never get a cultist unless Dagger uses his Mind Strike ability and decides to place one on there. I don't know why he would, but there you go. So back to Aelfric. What is Aelfric going to do? Aelfric is just going to sit there. In fact, he's not going to sit there. He is going to go 1, 2, 3 and sit there. We are going to draw a ritual card. Spiked Pit. Spiked Pit. Spiked Pit. Spiked Pit is up here. So this now gets a cultist. So that was Aelfric's turn. Cecilia. What should she do? She'd like to pick up that green token, but that's all All 3 actions taken. I think she is, yeah, she's going to pick up that green token. So now Cecilia has 2 green tokens. If she manages to meet up with Dagger, she can give him those tokens. And then we're just looking for 1 blue scroll token. So, ritual card, and it is Pendulum Blades. Pendulum Blades, which is here. Which is okay, that's fine, because we've already destroyed that relic. So this is going to go to the void. Pendulum Blades is going to go to the void. Right, okay. Sirius, what's Sirius going to do? He's still looking for that last blue scroll, so he's going to go here for 1 action point. Another green. So there's 1. Then he will try his luck here for 2. Actually, that is a special chamber. That shouldn't be in there. So we'll try again. That shouldn't be in there. The secret passage shouldn't be in there. Now that secret passage. But we do have the mimic chest, which is a blue token. He's moving into there. So that was 1, 2. And for 1 action point, he is going to pick up. That's all 3 of his actions. And we're going to draw a ritual card. Laughing Shadow, which is right there. Okay, we have Dagger's turn. So Dagger is going to go 1, 2, 3. And then a ritual card. The arrow trap, which is there. Then we have Aelfric, and Aelfric Aelfric is just going to move back 1, and then that's it. That's all his actions. That's all he's going to do. I'm going to be drawing a ritual card. It is the Paradox Puzzle. Do we see the Paradox Puzzle? It is blue. We have the Sphinx's Riddle, Vorax Knowledge. Paradox Puzzle is right there. Another cultist. Then we have Cecilia. So Cecilia is going to go 1, and then she's going to go 2, and then 3. So all their 3 actions. We are going to be drawing a cultist card. We have not many left, and we have the Lava Lake, which is there. We have Sirius's turn. Everybody now. Dagger has 6 green. Sirius has 6 blue. So Sirius needs to get from here to there, and then Dagger needs to get from there to there, and then everybody then needs to get back to get the Fire of Eidolon and then back out. So Sirius is going to go, let's have a look, 1, 2, making sure the doorways connect, and 3. Draw a card for Sirius. We have Dark Slime, which is right there. Then we have Dagger, who is going to go 1. Can we get through? 1, 2. He has the 6 green power tokens. So for his last action, he is going to shatter the green dark relic gem. We only have that to get, and then we have to get to here. So it is now Aelfric's turn. So Aelfric is going to go 1. He's going to explore here. Let's see what we get. 2. That was lucky. 2, and it's blue. And then he's going to go, in fact he's going to stop there, just on the off chance any cultists come out. Sorry about that, guys. I was just looking up what happens if you have no chambers left. I don't have any chambers left. I'm assuming that you obviously just can't explore, but the game carries on as normal, because I can't find that anywhere. I have asked Board Game Geek, I'm just waiting for the answer. But I'm assuming that you can just carry on with what tiles, what chambers you've got out at the moment. And because I've been looking, I've forgotten if Aelfric has taken his turn. I'm going to say, I don't know, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say he's taken his turn. Or has he? I'm going to say no. So Aelfric has not taken his turn. And so in reality, he's going to just go 1. He's going to forego his other 2 actions. But we are going to draw a ritual card, which is the Skeletal Guards, which is there. So another cultist comes out, Skeletal Guards, and we move on to Cecilia. Cecilia is now going to use her actions to go 1, 2, 3. And then that is Cecilia's turn over with, but we are going to draw a ritual card, and it just happens to be the last one. So let's have a look. It is the Floating Stones, which is there where Cecilia is. So we have a cultist there. We are out of ritual cards. That does mean our threat level is going to go up, and we are going to be drawing 2 of these cards. Those are the chambers that have gone to the void. Those are the cards. I'm just going to shuffle these cards up, and then we will continue. Okay, welcome back. I've shuffled up all those ritual cards. It is now Sirius's turn, and he needs to get here. So he is going to go 1, 2, 3. That's all his 3 actions. And of course we are going to be drawing 2 cultist cards. We have the Minotaur, which is there. Minotaur gets 1. And so does the Hall of Illusion. Where is the Hall of Illusion? Hall of Illusion is right here. So that's going to go to a cultist. Then we have Sega's turn. Sega. Not Sega. Dagger. Because I'm seeing Dagger and I'm seeing Sage. Combining the 2. He has destroyed the crystal. Let's try and get him to the start tile by going 1, 2, 3. And 2 ritual cards. The first one being the Spiked Pit, which is up here. No biggie. Of course that's going to go to the void. That void is getting stuffed with chambers. Then we have the Mimic Chest, which is down here. So put those away. It is now Dagger's turn, or has he just had his turn? he's just had his turn, so it is Aelfric. So Aelfric is going to spend one action to remove the cultist. He is going to forego his other actions, so we're going to be drawing 2 ritual cards, and we have the floating stones. Oh, okay, right, floating stones. Okay, things that are going to happen. Cecilia has to dive for cover. She can go that way, or she can go that way. I think she's going to go and dive with Dagger. The cultists are removed. The floating stones chamber goes to the void. So I'm going to put her upside down and put all the rest right way up. She needs to spend an action to stand up on her turn, and it is her turn. So Cecilia is going to spend one action to stand up, and then go second action, third action, and of course, oh yes, we haven't done this second card for Dagger and the vivacious plant, which is here. So, but now Cecilia has taken all her actions, and we're going to be drawing 2 cards for Cecilia. First card is the Dark Slime. That's going to the void. Gets a second cultist. Tiles are disappearing. And then we have the Arrow Trap. Oh! Which is, where are we? There. So that gets another cultist. That is going to the void. Right, as you can see, it's getting less and less. It's Sirius's turn. Sirius is going to spend one action to destroy. Then he's going to go 2, just make sure there's doorways, and 3. We're going to be drawing 2 cards. First one is the Paradox Puzzle, which is there. It's just a race now to get to the Fire of Eidolon and try and get as many people out as I can. So that's the first one. The second card is the Skeletal Guards, which is here. Right, so it is Dagger's turn. Dagger is going to go one, 2, and he's going to stop there. But of course we're going to be drawing 2 cultist cards, and these are our last 2 cultist cards. Sphinx's Riddle, which is here, and then the Lava Lake, which is there. It's a second cultist, goes to the void. That was Dagger's turn. We are out of cultist cards. I'm going to have to shuffle them again. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, and the threat level is going to go up yet again. So we are still drawing 2 cultist cards, and it is Aelfric's turn. So Aelfric is going to go 1, 2, and is going to pick up the Fire of Eidolon. So I'm going to place that on his character sheet for his third action. However, once he's picked up the Fire of Eidolon, things get even worse. Let's take a look. The dark seal of the Fire of Eidolon is lifted after the 3 relics have been broken. I must increase the threat level. When you pick up the Fire of Eidolon, you increase the threat level. Which means we're going to be drawing 3 cultist cards. Let's see. the Minotaur. That chamber is now in the void. Then we have the floating stones. I think we got rid of the floating stones, didn't we? I must have put this should have been in the void pile instead of the discard pile, I think. Floating stones, yes, that goes in the void pile. But we have the spiked pit. Have I done the same thing? I think the spiked pit is gone, and that should have been in the void. So I'm going to draw another 2 extra cards, because those cards should have not been in there. We have the vivacious plant. So this token now is completely out of the game. So you're now going to be down 1 token. So be wary of that if there's ever a token on a chamber that goes to the void, this token is completely out of the game. It doesn't move anywhere else, it doesn't go back into the discard pile or anything like that. It's completely out of the game. So that there, that is completely out of the game. And the vivacious plant is out of the game. Then we have the mimic chest, which is here. So we have them 2 there. And then that is going to go in the void pile. And then we have Cecilia. Right, Cecilia is going to go 1, 2, and I think that is it. That's all she's going to do. But we are going to be drawing 3 ritual cards. Let's see what we've got. The Paradox Puzzle. I think that should be in the void pile as well. I've been putting them in the run pile, I think, which means we should have, here we go, Sphinx's Riddle. That's better, because that's there. That goes there. That is then removed, as is the card. Next up we have the Hall of Illusion, which is here, which gets a cultist. Then we have the Skeletal Guards, which is here and gets a cultist. So those go in the discard pile. Do you want to see how many cards I've got? Which is a bit odd, because I've got quite a lot of tiles. I'm sure I've made a mistake somewhere. But Cecilia has taken her turn. It is Sirius. Sirius is going to go 1, 2. Actually no, he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Then we have Dagger. Dagger is not going to move, but we are going to pick 3. However, I've only got 1. So the Lava Lake, and the Lava Lake is not even there. So I've obviously made some mistakes somewhere. So these are the tiles I've got left. I have 2 of these left. I'm going to go through the void pile, pick out the ones that I should not have put in the void pile, and put them back into the ritual deck. Okay, I think I have got everything corrected. We have the Paradox Puzzle, we have the Laughing Shadow, we have the Skeletal Guards, and we have the Hall of Illusion, which should be the 4 chambers. You don't get a card for the Fire of Eidolon chamber or any of the relics, which is here and up here. And if you remember, the Psychomancer Dager used his special ability to bring it back from the void, and it doesn't get a ritual card, so you will not get a cultist on there. So I'm just going to shuffle these again. I'll be right back. Okay, cards have been shuffled. So I think Dager, there was only one left, so I think there should be another 2 to draw. So I'll move. So if one of these is the Hall of Illusion, then I'm afraid we've lost the game, because there's no way, because there's no chamber tiles left. If we can get Aelfric off there into there, because he has the Fire of Eidolon, then we've won. If not, then the entire game's lost. I think that's how it works. I think the player who has the Fire of Eidolon must get to the start tile. If he does, and all of the other players get to the start tile, then it's considered a complete success. If the player with the Fire of Eidolon and not all of the other players reach the start tile, then it's considered a partial success. However, it's all going to be on the turn of these 2 cards. If one of these cards is the Hall of Illusion, we've had it. Here we go. First card. Paradox Puzzle, which is here. This is the one. Let's hope it's Laughing Shadow or Skeletal Guards, and we should be fine. Please don't make it the Hall of Illusion. Yes! Skeletal Guards here, like this. Right, it is Aelfric's turn, and Aelfric is going to spend all of his actions to go 1, 2, 3. That's it. It's been a complete success. No doubt I've cheated along the way. I've made mistakes. Hopefully I've corrected most of them, but I'm sure there'll be others in there, and I do apologise. But hopefully you have got an idea of how to play Fire of Eidolon. That is how the game plays. It was close. It was all down to the turn of a couple of cards, but thankfully that's how everything has ended up. And the chamber down here. Dark Relic shattered. Dark Relic shattered. Dark Relic torn to pieces. Fire of Eidolon grabbed. Taken out along with all 4 heroes. Oh, right. I'm sorry this video's been a long one. I got into it. Make sure I could finish the game. But thank you guys for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Any questions, just in the comments below. I'll try my best to answer them. And until next time, I will catch you guys later.